Keep pressing the mix.
Well, Ajanah Muhammad Kabir, who represents Adavi Okehi Federal Constituency in the National Assembly, was born to the home of the late Madaki of Ibiraland, Alhaji M.J. Ajanah and Hajia Ajanah in 1977.
His father Ajanah was a right-hand man of my uncle, late Ibrahim Atta, the first original of Ibira, or Atta of Ibira. They relate so well. They gave him support on how to administer Ibira land.
Being a God-fearing man who takes serious issues regarding the development of Ibira land, everything he does is geared towards tireless service to the people of Ibira land and to our country, Nigeria. He started his education at Abdulaziz Atta Memorial Nursery and Primary School, Ilorin, Kwara State in 1982 and proceeded to the Federal Government College, Kwali, Abuja, where he completed his secondary education in 1994. Due to the fact that the people of Ibira land have been repeatedly devastated by violence, he took deep interest in peace and conflict studies, bagging a degree in business management from the University of Maiduguri in 2004. As a student of the University of Maiduguri, UNIMAID, his interest in statesmanship received the support of fellow students who elected him into the Executive Committee of the Students' Union Government, SUG, as Director of Welfare. He was also appointed Director of Socials, National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, University of Maiduguri NANS Convention. He was further elected Senator of the Student Union Government, winning a seat in the Student Representative Assembly, the lawmaking arm of the University Student Union Government, SUG. As one who neither forgets his roots nor his native homeland, the Ibira students in UNIMAID elected him President of the National Association of Ibira Students, NAES, University of Maiduguri Chapter. He also served as Chairman, Constitutional Review Committee, National Association of Education Students, University of Maiduguri. To sharpen his skills and make himself more valuable to the people by being able to professionally address the challenge of violence, he participated in a study that earned him certification in conflict analysis from the United States Institute of Peace, Washington, D.C. in 2011. In that same year, he backed a postgraduate diploma in management from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, Ogbomoso. In order to properly understand the ways to consolidate peace and sustain it in his native homeland of Ibira land and the country Nigeria, he began the pursuit of a master's degree in conflict strategic development from the Nigeria Defense Academy, Kaduna, which he would complete soon. He also earned a certificate in leadership effectiveness, accountability and professionalism from LEAP Africa in 2010. He started his work life in the Kano School of Business Studies, Kano, as a member of the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. With a hunger to be an economic support for his people and fulfill his quest for industry, he ventured into business, founding Nix Synergy Limited. In 2011, he was appointed personal assistant to acting National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and then other political opportunities followed, including management of the National Campaign Office, screening of some National Assembly and state aspirants from across the country. Even though these appointments were based in Abuja, he remained interested in and connected to the development of Kogi State and Ibira land. Even though he knew that the journey to a better Ibira land would not be an easy one, he proceeded on his mandate to serve the people, and with the support of an Ibira, making a lot of achievements in various areas. Honorable Ajanah Muhammad Kabir firmly believes that the purpose of politics is to bring comfort and development to the people. In fulfillment of the electoral promises he made during his campaign for election into the Federal House of Representatives to represent Adavi Okehi Federal Constituency.
These empowerment programs in terms of even assisting people, youth and women, who are given some tokens to establish small-scale entrepreneurship. Then there are so many programs or projects dotted everywhere. Behind me here in my own house, let me start from my personal self. We elected solar energy in my house. I have never seen solar energy in my life.
Economic empowerment. He has been able to put in place empowerment initiatives that have already started alleviating poverty in the constituency. The aim of the agenda is to transform economic problems into advantages that will make people take charge of their own lives. No less than 5 empowerment programs, Honorable Kabiru Ajanah facilitated the training and direct empowerment of over 2,500 women and youths as follows. Training and empowerment of 1,700 women who received 10,000 naira each in a 17 million naira empowerment scheme. Training and empowerment of 450 youths and market women who received 10,000 naira each for small business startups in skills such as computer usage, tailoring, mechanized fault detection in vehicles, and hairdressing, among others. Training and empowerment of 66 people who received 100,000 naira each for trades and small-scale business startups. Training and empowerment of 200 people who received 10,000 naira each, as well as the training and empowerment of 100 youths who got 20,000 naira each. It is important to note that the beneficiaries of the fund cut across the 5 local government areas of Kogi Central Senatorial District, which has made the program one of its kind in the history of Kogi Central Senatorial District. At a ceremony to flag off the empowerment of 1,700 women, Honorable Ajanah said, and I quote, "I thank Almighty Allah for making it possible for me to flag off empowerment of 1,700 women. The scheme is one of my policy thrusts to empower women with petty trades. I believe that economic empowerment must also reach women." End of quote. He secured the establishment of an ongoing project, a vocational center sponsored by the National Directorate of Employment (NDE) at Obangede, Okehi local government area.
Kabiru Ajanah has done a lot in my life, so he empowered me on how to sew clothes, so many things.
Honorable Kabiru has been the best since the representation of Adavi Okehi Federal Constituency is concerned. He has been able to empower some youths, women folks, and so many others, and into developmental activities.
I have no doubt in his ability that since he has been there, he has been useful to his people, empowering them and giving us some of our infrastructural needs, such as transformers, drainage, boreholes, and other things.
Empowerment that he embarked on, as in the women empowerment, youth empowerment, then soccer competition, education quiz, and summer lessons competition.
Ajanah empower people, almost 800 people. In year 2017, Honorable Kabiru Ajanah empower women, almost 1,005 women.
The most astonishing thing is that during his empowerment program, he stretched hands beyond his constituency to other constituencies, particularly Okene and Ajakuta and Ogorimagogo. We selected, personally selected people from this area and empowered them.
Has also proven to be a true humanitarian by settling medical bills for people with different health problems, helping to raise funds for the resuscitation of Tao FM radio station in Adavi local government area, providing wheelchairs to some physically challenged persons, and several other humanitarian efforts.
This very boy, approached me and he talked to me. He had gotten an admission and he doesn't know what to do about his admission. In fact, right there and then, I called Honorable Kabir Ajanah that we have a problem at hand. How can you come in? How do you help us? There and then, Honorable Kabir Ajanah assured me that that boy should be rest assured that he's going to go to his school. And he said I should get the details and send to him. There and then, Honorable Kabir Ajanah put the bill. The boy is in Federal Polytechnic, Ida today.
Before he became an honorable, he had always been someone who assists the needy, who assists the poor, who takes care of people.
Providing more than 53 manual and 7 motorized boreholes in various communities, including Idozumi, Ajanah's compound Okene, Obangede, Inyinomo community, Ojokutu, Obangede Ihima Junction, Zariagi, behind Amana filling station, FCE Okene, Aku, Oboroke Jumat Mosque, Iku Akpa Central, Ikwakpa Central, Iruvatipa, Ofade Okaito, Ozuri, Nagazi, along Home Bakery, Osarangada, Osara, Ikwehi, Eikuhizen, Adaviaba, Edanwa, Uhoze, Okuhosuru, Obeiba, Zango, Adavi, Uboro, Ireso, Uwaha, Inojomi, Okunchi, Okuhebeba, Uhoduvete. He is presently advocating for more boreholes for the constituency from the federal government. He has received various commendations from groups and communities. The people of Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency have continued to express appreciation for the efforts he has made to address the challenges of water scarcity faced by various communities for a very long time.
When you come, we have no water in Kabajosho here. We suffer for water. Now this all this marijuana, they buy water for us before you could do this borehole for us.
When we came here in 2007, water scarcity here is very, very rampant. In fact, we have to travel a long time before we can get water. But later we have a borehole across the other side, at the market side. But people at this area here, they have to cross the main road to the other side to get stand. At times, accident happens. So many things happen. So but we're happy when Honorable Kabiru brought us this borehole. In fact, it's a very great relief to people living in this area.
It's a wonderful development, and on behalf of the entire community, I want to say a big thank you to Honorable Muhammad Kabir Ajanah for this wonderful gesture and magnanimity that the people of Zariagi community are enjoying. If you can see right behind me, the borehole is there, it's functioning, it's working, and this area in the community has more than 600 dwelling houses, and before now there was no borehole, either government or commercial, in this area.
Without missing words, I want to say that these projects are touching life. You know, the centrality of water to human existence, and water has posed a peculiar problem to the people of Kogi Central Senatorial District.
Educational empowerment. Honorable Muhammad Kabiru Ajanah Back to School Summer Lesson Initiative has been popularly described as one of the major milestones of Honorable Ajanah's stewardship. The Summer Lesson Initiative is an educational intervention which features special academic programs aimed at improving the performance of students in the constituency. Honorable Kabiru Ajanah received no mean commendation for the huge successes of the Back to School Summer Lesson Initiative, which started in 2016, attracting over 4,000 beneficiaries who enrolled in 3 consecutive editions of the program. The intervention is particularly remarkable for the different successful features such as support by enrolling 800 students at Ebira Community Secondary School, Ogaminana, Adavi local government area, even though only 750 students sat for the examinations. At Okehi Community Secondary School, Oboroke, Okehi local government area, he secured the registration of 313 students, while 190 students took part in the examination. 140 students were enrolled at Okehi Community Secondary School, Uboro, Okehi local government area, while 120 students sat for the examination. In the same mindset for progress, the lawmaker took charge of the enrollment of 170 students at Government Day Secondary School, Inojomi, Adavi local government area, while 150 students actually sat for the examination. At the end of the program, 12 students were selected from SS3 based on their performance in the examination. The Honorable Ajanah Initiative for Educational Development sponsored the cost of their WAEC and NECO registration fees. In addition, 12 students were selected from each of SS2 and SS1 respectively for scholarship by the Honorable Ajanah Educational Initiative. Their school fees were paid from first term to third term. Honorable Muhammad Kabiru Ajanah also set in motion processes for the procurement of some instructional materials for schools in Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency. The materials have since been distributed to various schools in Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency. In order to ensure conducive learning environment for students, Honorable Kabiru Ajanah facilitated the renovation of some blocks of classrooms in some schools in Okehi and Adavi local government areas, which constitute the constituency. It is interesting to note that the project is now at the final stage.
Because I remember 2 years ago when he organized summer school, I remember visiting one of the schools. People came from even Okene, almost all the local governments, to attend the summer school.
We started this initiative in year 2015. That was the first edition, and we started with 4 centers across Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency. That is, each local government in the federal constituency has 2 centers. Then, at the starting point, we recruit over 60 youths as teachers and coordinators in those centers. Then we have over 2,000 students as participants. That is for the first edition. Then with this development, one can conclude that the summer lesson is a very good initiative that meets up with the demands of the good people of Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency, as it has to do with the transformation of the educational standard of the federal constituency. Then we are not stopping there. After the first edition, we have the second edition, which was around year 2017. Then we are even planning for the closing ceremony. Thereafter, we move into the third edition in no distant time by God's grace.
Electrical intervention. In response to the quest for stable power supply in Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency, Honorable Ajanah facilitated the supply of not less than 12 transformers in the constituency, while vigorously pursuing the provision of more. One was installed at FCE Okene, back of Kayomot Farms, another in front of Obangide Central Mosque, one installed in Ojokutu. 2 are currently at Naseni, waiting to be transported to Okene for onward installation, and efforts have reached advanced stage with AEDC to supply 10 more transformers.
It was when Ajanah Kabiru got to the House of Representatives that we begin to see dividends of democracy, unlike in the past. He gave us transformer along the road over there, another transformer for Okuapa use, solar powered borehole, He sank a borehole in our own church, and I believe he sank another one in the neighboring church here. He has been very helpful to many people. He pays school fees. He pays school fees of the orphans. I have witnessed some, and he assists the less privileged.
Sustainable improvement of security situation via street lights. Another major goal of his stewardship is the installation of over 162 street lights in various communities to checkmate crime at night. The street lights soon became a regular feature of Okehi Adavi Federal Constituency. Apart from being installed along the streets to illuminate the roads at night, Honorable Kabiru Ajanah also installed solar street lights in community graveyard to checkmate nighttime criminal activities.
Look at street lights. We have been suffering with it. These have been there for many years. They are not working. But today, thank God that He has brought this project for us.
In order to economically empower the people of his constituency, Honorable Muhammad Kabir Ajanah deployed influence to fight for job opportunities for various people who approached him. Some of them are now gainfully employed as civil servants in federal and state government ministries and MDAs. Notable among the MDAs are Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Nigeria Railway Commission, NRC, the Nigeria Ports Authority, NPA, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the Kogi State Internal Revenue Service, KGIRS, and some high institutions, particularly FCE Okene. Historical and modern evidence shows that good roads engender economic development by serving as trade routes. In order to promote trade, he began and successfully completed the construction of 1.5 kilometers road at Akehi at Adaviaba, linking Ege Community Science Secondary School, sports and youth development. It is pertinent to note that even before his emergence as member representing Adavi Okehi Federal Constituency, he has been committed to building peace through the use of sports among the young people of Ebira land. The role of sports in peace building cannot be overemphasized. In order to inculcate peace into the young people of Kogi Central Senatorial District, he established a football competition which is already achieving desired results. Honorable Ajanah firmly believes that Ebira land has the potential of producing world-class athletes if given the needed support.
Before, if we are playing football, we invite police, soldiers, so that there will be no problem. But today, he made us to be free. When we are playing the football, there's nothing like police, because if we hear his name for his good, his kindness, everybody will participate without any violence.
Accessibility. Honorable Ajanah further fulfilled his campaign promise to establish administrative structures that will guarantee smooth flow of information from the constituency to the representative. This aimed to serve as the bastion of hope for countless people and in an attempt to bring governance nearer to the people at the grassroots. He did this by establishing 4 functional constituency offices in each of the 4 districts that made up Adavi Okehi Federal Constituency, namely Adavi East. Office is located at Kuroko 2, adjacent Kuroko Market, Adavi Local Government Area. Adavi West. Office is located at Oburu Junction, beside Okada Park, Adavi Local Government Area. Ihima District. Office is located at Ihima Shopping Complex, Oboroke Ihima, Shop number 20 and 21, Okehi Local Government Area. While Eika District Office is located at Mosobang House, Obangede, Okehi Local Government Area. Each of the offices has 3 members of staff, a personal assistant, secretary, and an office assistant. Over the years, Honorable Ajanah has shown deep gratitude to the Almighty God and all the members of his constituency for the support he has received, which shows his humility and respect for humanity. One of the greatest aspirations of Honorable Ajanah Muhammad Kabir is to see sufferings come to an end in Ibira land, and if given further opportunity to serve, he will surely replicate the efforts across the nooks and crannies of Ibira land, Kogi State, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.